mean, I can hardly go about telling people everything in life is possible, and you need to try everything that you want to experience in life, and not go out and try my best to deliver something that I've been struggling with. To abuse a line from Game of Thrones, what do we say to the god of fat? Not today. Good morning, internet. Pete from the Fat Boy Ball channel here, and today you join me on a dry but still rather chilly January morning here in the UK. It's a bit of an update video today for you guys. Going to be discussing the cancer research challenge, the cold water challenge, and some life lessons that I've learned along the way. So firstly, the cancer research challenge. It's currently the 14th of January, 2 weeks in to the challenge to walk 62 miles, and well, I'm going to be completing it today. I've got 6 miles left to go, which should be an easy one today. The weather's quite nice, and I've got a couple of things on the to-do list to do, so so yeah, 62 miles for January, completed already by the 14th of January. I don't know where to start. What a beautiful day, right? Trust me though, it looks nicer than what it is. So yeah, where to start? It's crazy. I mean, 12 weeks ago we were having to park near the supermarket entrance as close as possible, because by the time I'd walked around the supermarket and walked back to the car, my knees were screaming, I was out of breath, and honestly, by the time it was all done, I was probably ready for a nap. I'd gotten into an awful pattern of dozing in the afternoon, and I just thought it was my age, it was what you do. But I was in my 50s, not in my 90s. Sorry guys, just needed a minute. So yeah, I couldn't even walk for an hour without being out of breath, in excruciating pain. 12 weeks ago. 12 weeks. And 12 weeks later, I'm out and about. Well, I'm out and about walking every day, but I'm out and about doing sort of, well, you guys know, out camping and hiking and stuff, at least twice a week, on top of the general outdoors. And walked 62 miles for the for the Cancer Research Challenge without even thinking about it. I mean, I can't get my head around it. I can't even explain it to you. 12 weeks ago, that was just impossible. In 12 weeks, it's been impossible to get to this stage where I not only don't even notice that I've walked the extra 60 odd miles on top of my my normal activities, but I'm enjoying it. Oh God, I think that's why I'm finding this so emotional, because 3 goals we started with, right? Lose weight. We have a John McGrath's to Land's End bike ride at the end of all this to celebrate, and a 3rd goal, which is a continuing goal, which will be the rest of the channel forever in its day, is loving life. Because I was desperate to get out there and start loving life again. I didn't want to be stuck in this rut, immobile, and all the rest. And I'm there. I'm already there. 5 stone lighter, 12 weeks later, loving life. I went from just being fed up and miserable and down, and full disclosure, because I've said from day one I've been nothing but honest on this channel, I was on antidepressants, an anti-anxiety medication, because I just felt so low on life and low on myself. I'm no longer on antidepressant medication. I'm no longer on antidepressant medication and anti-anxiety. I still have some pain relief tablets for my left knee, but I have greatly reduced that. I'm on less than half the medication for the pain now than I was, and as I said, and I'm on no medication for my mental health at all now. Why do I need it? Why would I need it? I mean, I'm out in the beautiful countryside, and I tell you, getting out lately, these last few months, has really reminded me just how beautiful our countryside is. Even down south, down here, where obviously we haven't got the big roaming hills that you have up north, or off to the west, or even the Great South, but it's still beautiful countryside. There's so much you can get out and do and enjoy. So yeah, I've started loving life, and I can't wait to get stuck into goal 3. We're over halfway through goal 1, and well, actually I say I can't wait to get stuck into goal 3. I mean, I've been stuck into goal 3 ever since that first walk, that first video, that first wild camp. It was so good just to get out and just do something that made you feel alive again. Oh, it was incredible. Thanks to the support from you guys and the motivation and the positivity to keep going and keep pushing and want to not let you guys down. It really gave me that strength to push through the really difficult, tough days. Until I reached a point where I could see for myself how well it was working and how well I was doing, and started to believe myself that this was doable. So I can't thank you guys enough, really, for the motivation, for the comments and the drive. I'm not sure I would have got here without you, but we are here, and this is proof, as I said in my first video, it is proof that you're never too old to change. It's never too late to improve your life. It's never too late to start wanting to live more, to start pushing yourself more. So if anybody watching this is watching with a disability that's holding you back, or a disability where people have told you you can't do things because of it, or if you're watching because you get on later on in life and you feel that life is done and you just need to accept what you've got, or if you're watching because you're overweight and obese and feel like you need to settle in life now for that's what it is. Don't settle. Fight back. Kicking and screaming if you have to. Tell whatever it is that's holding you back, know that it's not going to control you anymore, that you are in charge of your life, because you can do it. We can all do it. The energy, the confidence, the empowerment that you get once you start seeing results to what you want to do and what you're trying to achieve. Now, I'm not going to say every goal that we set we're always going to achieve, but it's about having those goals. It's about trying to push yourself further, trying to strive for more, wanting more out of life. You know, I was thinking about this recently. We've been looking, scientists have been looking up to the skies now for how many years now, looking for other signs of life and existence out there. And it may exist, it may not, who knows? Whether we'll actually find the answer to that question in my lifetime, I don't know. But needless to say, this life we have on this planet is extremely precious. We haven't yet been able to find similar life. Any life, let alone intelligent life. Not that we're all intelligent, but anyway. This life is extremely precious. And then if you take it a step further and you look at all the multiple mass extinction events that have happened on this planet, and it had to happen in order for one day finally our species to become the dominant species on the planet so that we can evolve. And then take it another step further, the chances that that species that evolved and is mated and reproduced right down the line until eventually one day your two parents happen to get together and make a baby. Not just any baby, you. The exact you. Not one of the hundreds of thousands of variations that you could have become, but you. The chances of you being in existence is unbelievably small in the grand scale of things. And yet, here we are. And for the last 15 years, as I said in my first water dip challenge, the last 15 years, I've been asleep. I've wasted 15 years of my life by just doing the usual grind, doing the daily work, and not enjoying life, just experiencing life. No, not even experiencing life. I was just going through the motions of life. What a waste. What an absolute waste. So it doesn't matter if you achieve your goals, but just have some goals. Want to make a better you, or not even a better you. Want to make a better world, or experience a better world, or get to see a better world. Whether you're doing it for health reasons, or you're doing it because you want to enjoy life more, really doesn't matter. For me, just having some goals is what started to push me along. Making that decision that I don't want to settle anymore for what I have in life right now. I may drop dead next week. I may live for another 40 years. Who knows? But I know what? I'm not going to spend another minute asleep. I'm not going to spend another minute wasting this precious life that I've been so fortunate to have. Oh, I just want to enjoy life. Shouldn't we all just be wanting to enjoy life? Isn't that the main thing that they should be teaching kids in school? It's just how to enjoy life, to want to see some of the world, to experience other cultures, and other ways of life to live. Yeah, I feel so fortunate and blessed to have been given this second chance, this second opportunity to seize life again. And I'm going to grab it by both horns and ride this bull as hard as it will throw me. Sorry, nearly swore then. And if it throws me, I'm going to bounce back, get up again, and go for round 2. I hope this doesn't come across as preachy, because that's not what it's meant to be. I'm struggling to try and find the words to explain to you where I was at the start of this journey, how low I was at physically, mentally, and how soon, how such a short space of time, I've been able to turn that around, not only with my weight and my physical appearance and capabilities, but the massive change it's made to my mental health just by achieving again, by doing something, by getting out. I think as for a lot of people, I mean, COVID as well really hit home pretty hard. Everybody being stuck indoors, and a lot of people had issues going out afterwards. I wouldn't say I fully had an issue going out afterwards, but you know, after being penned in, it becomes the norm for a while, and that was the worst time for me, when I was kind of pretty rock bottom. And yeah, I just carried on in life the same way, feeling like I was under quarantine. It really is possible, guys, to turn it around so quickly in such a short space of time, and have that positive energy, that positive mentality, that thirst for life again. And I never would have believed it if somebody had said it to me a few weeks before I started doing this, which is why I think I need to do this, and I need to show people that are in the same situation or worse situations that you can improve things, you can improve life. I want to show you that anything is possible, anything is changeable, and you haven't got to achieve, as I said, you haven't got to achieve every goal, but what's the worst that can happen if you don't? It's no different than it was before you started that goal. But you give it a go, you probably learned some things along the way, and you maybe realise that, okay, there are some limitations, but I can adapt that goal, and I can aim for something that is achievable. But trust me, many things that I thought 12 weeks ago weren't achievable are achievable now. And trust me when I say, this is not the end. We have barely even scratched the surface of the beginning. I mean, initially I just needed to lose some weight just to start getting moving around. Now I'm moving around, kind of, when my left knee lets me. We are going to step it up on this channel big time. This is just where it begins now. Now the fun stuff starts. In terms of the usual, getting out and hiking and camping and stuff, I've got trips planned already in the Lake District, back to the Peak District, to Wales, to Scotland, all of those amazing countries and locations to get out and see what this country has to offer. But we've also got trips planned to Poland, to Spain, to Australia, to Italy. Honestly, you have no idea what's coming. I am so excited and looking forward to this year. I don't think I'll have lived a year like this for 20 years. This is just crazy. But whether I've wasted the last 15 years or not, I'm not wasting it now. Forget the last 15 years. What's done is done. Now we move on and we start enjoying life again. And it's not just going to be the hiking and camping and the massive long cycle rides that I've got planned. Not just the John O'Groats to Land's End, there are some other humdingers coming up as well, which I hope are realistic goals that I've set. But what the hell, they're set now, so we're going to give it a go. But yeah, not just that, I want to try loads of other things. I've even got some paintballing and airsoft lined up. Why not? I mean, most of them are going to be in their teens or early 20s and running around while I'm hobbling and limping around like a scarecrow with half the stuffing missing out of it. But who cares, right? I remember walking when I did the first cold water challenge dip, and I remember coming out after doing it, and I'd been, obviously that guy came up with his dog and looked slightly surprised for me getting in the river at that time of year. And I said at the time, I'd been too conscious of what other people thought and been worrying about that for too many years. It is not an issue anymore, trust me, as you will soon see. But yeah, so yeah, whether it's paintballing, quad bike riding, mountaineering, hiking, long distance cycling, exploring Europe, going further afield, whatever it is, I want a piece of it. I want all you guys to have a piece of it. There is such a big world out there. Some of you may have been fortunate enough to experience more of it than I have. Some of you may less. So yeah, one thing I've learned now is you are never too late to learn more. You are never too old to experience more. You're never past it. Morning. You're never past it. It ain't over till it's over, right? And I, for one, want to enjoy every minute until it's over. So that leads us to today. And the next part of the video, the next challenge, which was an update on the cold water challenge. Now again, I'm not gonna lie, that cold water challenge was one of the harder things that I've been experiencing lately. Getting out of bed and jumping in a cold shower first thing in the morning, great for waking you up, but hard to be motivated. I don't know if I chose the right time to do it actually. I just thought that doing it straight out of bed might be the right idea. I'm not sure that it was. And as my wife will tell you, I can stomach a lot of things. I can push through pain. I'll test myself. I'll challenge myself. But I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to cold water. Not cold, just cold water. Or cold being directly touching your body. There's a big difference between walking around in nice thick clothing in the winter and out in the snow to getting stripped down to your undies and jumping in an ice cold bath. But as I said on that very first cold water challenge, when I was unable to do when I was unable to do the river dip in the river I'd first chosen, we don't back out on this channel. We don't give in. I'm not going to say we never succeed, because nobody's perfect. But we are back. Round 2, same river, same location. Now the river is considerably higher than last time I showed you this. That's due to the weather, obviously. A lot of water in this country over the last couple of months. The rivers have been bursting the banks all over the place. In fact, while I'm walking now, above this river was actually underwater days ago. it was, yeah, it was a lot higher. So just gotta be careful, find myself a nice location and we'll get stuck in. I mean, I can hardly go about telling people everything in life is possible, and you need to try everything that you want to experience in life and not go out and try my best to deliver something I've been struggling with. Wow, this path is much busier than last time we were here as well, non-stop. Morning. Now I'm not whoa. Wow, that was nearly a fully closed face plant. Whew. Wow, it's slippy. Anyway, I'm not worried about people seeing me. I'm not worried about people thinking I'm a bit mad. I've been called mad more times in the last 3 months than I've been the rest of my life. But I'm a little worried about leaving all my stuff on the side of the bank here while I get into a freezing cold river. Anyway, here goes. This t-shirt, by the way, is an old t-shirt of mine. It's a large. When I started this 12 weeks ago, I was triple XL. Triple XL. God, it makes me mad even saying it. But I was a triple XL. And the shorts that you're about to see when I strip off, I've had them a long time. I honestly cannot remember the last time I was able to wear them. And I tell you, that's the sort of thing that's empowering. Not my words, saying you should get out there and do it, come on. No, putting on a top that was 3 sizes too small for you 12 weeks ago, that's empowering. Oh, this, as much as I'm a little scared of how cold it is, it's even colder than it was when we came back here last time we did it. As you know, the weather's very chilly right now. I'm a little scared of the cold. It's got a bit of a stronger current and it's deeper. However, don't worry, it is a river, I know, and the edges are very shallow, even still now. And there are a lot of people around. Should I get into bother? But I don't intend getting into bother because I wouldn't be doing this if I did. Whew! I just realised I've got to take my river shoes off to get my trousers off, which means I've got to stand in the mud. Have you ever seen mud after the river's flooded? It's like it's a little bit thicker than quicksand, but just muddy and slushy. Oh, it's disgusting. Right. I can't even get them off. Oh, I wish my left knee was working as well as my right one. That mud's cold, let alone what the water's like. That is gross. Oh my God. So obviously I've had to take my river shoes off to get my trousers off, so my feet are caked in mud, and now I've just put them back into my river shoes, which are just like elastic socks really. It's so disgusting and squidgy. Wow. Look at that. Oh my God. I am so happy. What I'm not happy about is how the mud keeps sucking these shoes off my feet, and I feel like when I get in the bottom of the river, which is going to be exactly the same texture, it's going to do exactly the same thing. Never mind. Bit of a change of location. Only moved a few feet down the bank, but it's just a little bit better. A little bit easier to get in and out, a little bit flatter for the GoPro. Ooh. Okay, that actually might be a bit of an issue. I'm not too worried about the river being deeper. What I am concerned about, see if I can show you this. So this is the mud down here that I'm going to be stepping onto. The mud actually starts there, the stick's on the mud now, and I can gently, whoa, that's 2/3 of that branch gone. And I just threw the stick in the water there, and it's stuck buried. Yeah, this recent flooding's churned up a lot of mud, and it's just laying loose on the bank, on the bed of the river right now. It was a nice solid gravel bank when I came here last time. Damn it, need to rethink this. Safety first. Okay, so I need to come up with a plan and adapt quick, because yeah, that river just doesn't look safe. It looks a bit dodgy right now. If the water was warm, or my left knee wasn't as knackered as it is, and I would be more confident in my swimming, I would have felt a little bit better. But honestly, that mud just looked pretty scary actually. It was several feet thick, and it was like underwater quicksand. Yeah, was not fancying climbing into that. However, this is not the end. Like I said, we set a goal. Sometimes you may have to adapt that goal, but we still have the goal. So bear with me, I'll be right back. Okay, so not exactly the location I wanted initially. Now, literally next to a main road in a village. In fact, I'm going to be right next to the bridge that supports the road going over the river. The only issue this side is how steep the banks are. Not quite sure how I'm going to get down this. Yeah, doesn't really show, but that's almost a sheer drop there. Gotta love the GoPro. Anyway, how do we do this? Getting down a steep bank, one-handed, filming with a GoPro. Do we just swing out like Tarzan on a tree? Might have to. Whew. Wow. Afternoon. Yeah, fine. Just gonna take a little dip. Just trying to find a good place to access it. Yeah, he honestly, I think he thinks I'm stark raving mad. Anyway, How the hell are we going to get down here? How the hell are we going to get back up? Well, that's one way to get down. Whew. Well, we're in. Yes, it is even colder than last time. Wow. Whew. Woo. Did I say it was slippy? Wow. I'll take my gloves and coat off before they get wrecked. To abuse a line from Game of Thrones, what do we say to the god of fat? Not today. And no, I'm not dunking my head because that is much colder today. Do you want to hear something really funny? As I was getting out, a police car drove, because literally the road's like here, right behind me here. And as I was climbing out, a police car drove past. He has since turned around, gone back and entered this park area. I think he might be coming to see if I'm all right. Don't blame him really, do you? Okay, so right, so some of you may say, well, that's no different than last time. No full immersion. You're right, there was no full immersion, even though obviously when I do the shower, the cold shower at home, I have no option just to go straight under a cold shower. There is no semi-immersion, but the water obviously in there is much colder than my shower can get to, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a very different experience. But I wanted to share this with you because it is something I've not completely conquered yet. You know, I don't consider getting in the showers for a cold shower the cold water challenge, if that makes sense. I know it's cold water and I'm stood in a freezing cold shower, but it's not freezing cold actually, and that's my point. And I want to get to the point where I can get in a cold bath, like an ice bath, and I'm nowhere near that yet. So I need to keep doing this. So I'm gonna throw a few more videos of these in every now and again, because I haven't conquered this yet, but I'm not going to give up, and it's not going to be much of a motivational channel if we do give up on things. So I want you guys to see that, you know, same as everybody else, I'm human. We've had great success in some things, and other things not so much. That one, like I said, I've really struggled with. It's been my Achilles heel, but I'm not giving up. I was actually quite nice, but that was whew, I can't believe how much colder that was than when I did it in October. I mean, there is still frost and snow around on the ground in places, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, I remember getting in the first time and my feet went numb pretty quickly, but that's okay, they went numb. This time They just hurt. That was so cold. They just hurt. But that's okay, because we will persist. Trust me when I say, oh, hang on, I better take these wet trousers off. Yeah, so anyway, you'll have to trust me when I say that the cold showers are a lot more successful than the river dips. I'm sure you guys don't want footage of that, but I wanted to say that, yeah, not everything is a success, but I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to keep pushing. I'll keep giving you updates on it, and we will get to the point where I can do an ice cold bath. I am becoming more accustomed to the cold, I must admit. We've been out a lot lately and out and about and hiking and camping and stuff. Even Rose says that she sees I must be adjusting to the cold because she's sitting there shivering and I'm walking around in t-shirts. So, but that just goes to show that how cold that water is, because I'm a million miles away from laying down for 2 minutes in that water. But again, like always, it's really refreshing, it's really invigorating. You come out just feeling energized, and that's, you know, that's one of the main reasons I'm doing it. That and the fact that, you know, it helps with inflammation on my body, and I think that's one of the things that's helping my knees right now. So yeah, anyway, let's crack on. Oh, that is so much better. No longer stinking of the river. And my Cancer Research UK t-shirt finally came. Nice to have a t-shirt that actually fits me. I need to replace most of my t-shirts now, I think. Anyway, on that point, my final note on the video is just a quick thank you actually to all of you that have sponsored the donation for the Cancer Research Challenge. It's really much appreciated. Thank you so much for giving and sharing your money. I know things are very tight for most people right now, so it's not an easy time to ask for support for donations or charities, but it's really greatly received. Every little helps when it comes to the fight against cancer. So thank you very much for everybody that did donate. Everybody that's following and supporting the channel, thank you very much as well. I hope you're all having a good 2025 so far. I'll see you again on Saturday. Much love, and as always, have a beautiful day.